Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming. In this video I'm going to show you guys some more Pokemon PSA graded cards that will be going up for auction. I know some of the last videos that I've put out really haven't been a whole lot to do with Pokemon, but I enjoy this other stuff. I enjoy the MetaZoo and the Gixen thing. I get so many people asking about that stuff. And I'm actually going to be showing another non-Pokemon video right after this. I'm going to show you guys the scanner that I use, the exact one. I'm going to get your advice on whether or not you think I could tune up my settings, but I'm going to show you the exact way that I've done it and how I'm getting all of them to auto crop, because I got a lot of questions about that, trying to figure out how that works. I don't actually think it's an auto crop. It's where it scans a specific area over and over again, but I'm not going to get too far into that. I'll go into that in the next video. But this is another consignment that come in. I really enjoy getting these consignments, especially now that I have switched over to the scans. I've got so many more people sending them in. They're pretty simple, but I love seeing these old cards just come through my hands again. And now I'm getting to offer them out to you guys starting at a penny, so you can get good deals on this stuff. I've noticed a lot of the followers have really jumped on my eBay account. It's over 22,000 or something like that, which is a lot because eBay sends out those emails. But these are all labeled CS1 on the back side, because if you search my eBay store for CS1, that's where these will come up. I think these start tonight, Thursday night, or actually it'd be yesterday, so they should already be up on my eBay by the time you guys see this video. There's Meganium. Hope you guys are not letting Christmas sneak up onto you too fast. Look at that Typhlosion T17. Blaine's Moltres, another big one. This consignment actually come to me without any tracking number or confirmation number within, or like email or anything inside the box. I was trying to figure out who it was. Thankfully the guy emailed me, because as you can see, he's got some really nice cards here. Umbreon, got a Dark Houndoom first edition. If you couldn't see it, that one actually did have a swirl right there beside the moon. The scan, I noticed, doesn't pull up the swirl as good. It makes it look a little different, but I guess if you know what to look for, then you're pretty attuned to finding or being able to see if there is a scan on there. Shining Mewtwo, yeah, and Shining Charizard, Mint 9, great grades. You're going to get a lot of quality in the value there as compared to like a PSA 10. I collected 10s just because I'm a little OCD in that way, but truly a 9 can bring a lot of value. Got the 8 for your wallet anyways, because like you're going to probably pay a third of the price. I'm not sure what the exact price is on a PSA 9 Shining Charizard at the moment, but in general, a lot of the more popular items, I mean, sometimes you can get for a third, sometimes you get for more than that below. If it's more of a modern item where the 10 is easy to grade, then you're not going to see too much of a difference in value as you would an old Wizards of the Coast Hollow. These are all first edition base set. Mint 9 cards. I've noticed a lot of these have went for under $50 lately, so that's a really good pickup, because it's going to be. It would surprise me if PSA brought back a service below $50 within this next year. On top of that, you're getting that card that comes with it, but it's already graded. Of course, you know, if you had a pack fresh card, it has that shot at a 10. But again, you're taking a little bit of a gamble. Even the 10s for the non-hollows, they're really not that bad. In fact, we have a few in the submission. We'll get to those here in a few minutes. See those? You got a Doduo, a Ghastly, Machop, Nidoran. For those of you who are wondering, whenever I get sent in consignments, a lot of people send their cards in PSA cases. I always break them out, and I end up putting a brand new case back on it, just so that I can examine the card and for uniformity. The Fire, Grass, and then Psychic Energy. This guy also sent in a few PSA graded packs. One of them is actually a Pop 1. I'll show it to you in a minute, and I'll explain to you why. It may not actually be a Pop 1. In fact, I am about positive it's not. There's some more Neo Genesis first edition packs. We've seen a lot of these come through. I think there were a lot of people grading them. And this last one here, he said was a Pop 1, which I don't doubt, because for one, some of you may not know this, but right there, the red logos where it says Pokemon, instead of being yellow, it's red. Means it's an Australian version. You can see it labeled up here. But this was only a variant that was recently being recognized by PSA, so that is why I would say that it's a much lower pop. It may even be higher, you know, by the time this video comes out. He sent the email a few days back. But Anyways, to me, I am almost positive I've seen this card in a PSA, or this pack in a PSA 10 before, you know, with the old style case, but it was just labeled as a regular jungle pack. I may be mistaken. I have been wrong before. You guys have heard me many times be wrong before. But I would almost certainly say that it is not actually a Pop 1, and there's going to be others that will be relabeled and correctly put to the red logos category. Alright, next up we have another consignment. This one's a little different. This is the same guy who sent in that fossil booster box that I opened up on the channel. He was kind enough to let me open it to verify it. But we have a fossil booster pack here. We've got Neo Revelation. Both of these have a shot at being heavy, but I'm not really too sure. What I did was I basically scanned them in, and I put the exact weight in the title. You can see it right there. These are all be labeled CS5, but the weight was 20.97 on my scale, 20.96 on that one. This one is surely a light, unless there was something going on there that I don't know about. Got a Fire Red Leaf Green, 17.51. That could go either way, but I say assume light anytime that it could go either way. This is actually an art set. It's 3 fossil packs. 20.72, 20.7, and 20.20. This tells me that most likely the one that's weighed 21.20 is going to be a heavy. And it's like that with all of the art sets. You have 2 lights and 1 most likely heavy. For those of you who are new to the channel, heavy just means that it should have a hollow in it. And the lighter weights, they're usually coined light in the title. If you're looking something up, usually it means that in the rare spot you're going to have a non-holographic rare, which most people are not looking to get. Right here we've got 5 Pop Series 3 booster packs. Of course, you got the Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon. I think you can get those as rares, which is a lot more hard to find than the actual holographic promo that you could get in that little, those little check lane blisters. A lot of people don't know where those come from. There's another one here. You can see right here the heaviest weight on this was 21.19. We see a lot of consistency here and a difference of about half a gram. That's what you want to see when you're like looking to compare weights between light and heavy, especially if they come from the same booster box. He didn't confirm that these were from the same box, but seeing that consistency and that consistent gap between the lower weights and higher weights tells me that they were most likely from the same booster box. Next up we have a Hidden Legends, or actually I think it's 3, yeah, 3 Hidden Legend packs. This one weighs 17.30, 17.48, so maybe, I mean, I've always had trouble weighing the 9 card packs. This one is a German Aquaplus booster pack. I don't know anything about the weights for them. If it's similar to English, then you know that's definitely going to be closer to the heavier side. Right here we've got 2 base set German first edition packs. Those I would definitely say are light, but then again we've seen weights like that in different languages that have actually had hollows in them. Here we've got the equivalent of Skyridge on the Japanese side. This would be, what, E5. Is this the Mysterious Mountains? It's that one. Yeah, I think it's that one, and the other one's Split Earth. But one of these, he said, was potentially heavy, so I imagine that's the one. I don't know anything really about the weights on these, so I just weighed them out, showed you guys what they are, and then you can deduce what you want from that. We have another fossil art set, same deal. 20.68. I mean, you can see they're really close. Good, consistent spacing there on those weights. These are all going to be CS5, like they're going to have CS5 in the title. Here we've got a rainbow foil checklist, which is pretty cool. These are really tough to get in tins because unless you pulled it out of the pack back in the day, it probably never, like, you're not going to pull these fresh out of booster packs anymore, being in great condition, because of, you can kind of see it here, like they like to crack and stick to the card in front of them, which was a pretty big issue with all of the rainbow foils, but especially now in sealed booster packs. He also sent in an Emerald, EX Emerald blister pack. You can see it's pretty beat up, but it is very much so intact, so that's nice. Usually that means the pack inside is unweighed because it's really tough. Not only to weigh blisters in general, but even to weigh them against other blister packs from the same booster box. Like if you had a full box that was opened up. Put those in here. Why is that upside down? And then I've got a few things that I bought. Pretty excited about. Little couple additions to the PSA 10. These are all upside down too. Charizard list. First I got this back. I just want to talk about it for a minute. I did get a PSA return back. This one was a non-holder. It said it was a factory misprint. So they did not grade it. And what I think happened here was the background was the gray instead of the black. So they didn't grade it, but I have seen them grade them in the past. Maybe I'd show it to you guys just to see if there was anything else here that was unnoticed by me, because that's the only thing that I could think of that would be a reason for them not grading it. I thought it had a decent shot at a 9, and the condition I thought was pretty close to 10, but the centering's off a little bit, and then you can kind of see a print line here on the front side. But this is a black and white era card. It's not like it's anything crazy, but every now and then PSA will just reject cards like this. Sometimes they just straight up make a mistake, and that's okay, because for whatever reason that grader saw something that that made him think it wasn't real, so maybe that was why he did not grade it. As long as they don't do it on a consistent basis or like a lot of cards, then it can really kind of turn into an issue. Alright, next up I finally got the Build Power Style Master Deck Charizard. This is a 2015 one. It's non-holographic. You would think that this would be the toughest, or this would be one of the easiest ones to find, but for me it's been a long journey. I bought the 2014 holographic version several times now. People kept listing it as the incorrect card. It wasn't expensive. It was only like 130, 140 bucks, something like that. But finally I got it added to my collection. Also, I picked up the Reshiram and Charizard GX. I did send in 2 to be graded at PSA. They got an 8 and a 9. And I wasn't very happy with the jumbos. I'll talk about those once I get them in. But this one I just went ahead and bought. It was just over $300. I mean, it was right. I had someone try to sell one to me, and I offered to him the $355 price that had recently went in auction, and he said he thought it went really low. And then this one went, a couple days later for $315. So I was happy to go ahead and pick this one up. I think most people in buy nows are asking about twice that, about $700 to $800. But going through auction right now, it's not getting a ton of attention because the Japanese one come out a long time ago. It's not like it's a VMAX card, it's a GX, so it's really kind of like an old type card in comparison to like when the releases have happened, even though it's a new release card. But so I think that's why the 10 isn't doing that great, along with the fact that a lot of the market isn't. So I was happy to pick it up for that price, and if you're looking to pick up one, just check out auctions. I think you might do well. Next up, I have 3 jumbo cards. Finally got these. I was able to snag them. The price come down quite a bit, and I haggled with the seller a little bit when he sent out an offer. So I picked up that one in a 10, the Charizard and Braxton GX. Next up, I got the Reshiram and Charizard GX. Again, this one was a gem at 10. I paid $1,000 a piece for both of those. Paid a little bit higher because this one I've seen a lot of these have. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's almost like whitening all the way around the edges. And most of the time, PSA will dock for that, even though that's like it's a printing issue. And so for this one, they did not, which was great that they actually stuck one in a 10, because it's not actually edge wear, but they went ahead and they graded that one a 10. And I've seen the same issues on that one. This one was not as bad as the Reshiram and Charizard, but plus I like the fact that they're full art, so they're actually textured for Charizards, and they were a 10, and I haven't seen any more come by. Plus, it's getting pretty expensive trying to grade these things and find them, so I was happy to pay the $1,000 a piece on those. And then I also got the SM211 for $500. As I've told you guys in the past, any jumbo that I don't have that's a Charizard, I will pay $500 if you have it in a 10. Same goes with this one right here. You can get those jumbos for like $5 to $10 on eBay. I mean, it's like really cheap. If you get one and it happens to be perfect condition, and you want to risk it, go ahead and pay $100 for the regular service or $150 for the express and send it in PSA. I will pay $500 for it if you get the 10. I sent in 3, all of mine got 8s, and I thought it was actually 9, 10, 10, but I'm probably not going to send any more in. I'm just going to wait till somebody else does it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really enjoying adding more to the Charizard collection. And for all of you who have been asking about the scanners, I am going to go through that in the next video. I know it probably won't get a lot of views, but just so that those of you who are wanting to know that information, I'm going to get it out to you. And then for those of you who have mastered it and are really good at it, maybe you can help me out and tell me how I can tweak it and make it a little bit better. Thanks.